guys, it's Patricia and today I'm bringing to you my Non-Scentsy wax empties for the month of February. I finished up I think 8 candles, some retail and vendor wax. Normally I usually use mostly Scentsy and I like to supplement and put other things in when I can just to experiment. So for Bath & Body Works, let's start with the 3 wicks. I've finished up a 3 wick and spiced apple toddy. I wrote the scent notes down. It is warm apple brandy, spiced plum, tart cranberry, and cinnamon stick. Definitely got the warm apple brandy part. And the cinnamon stick, I'm not sure about the cranberry and the plum. But this one here, I liked the scent. It was okay for me. It was probably about a medium or maybe just shy on the scent throw. But this one did struggle with puny wicks in the mid to bottom region. So that was a little frustrating for me. And it does kind of have a slight kerosene smell here at the bottom. I feel like it was flirting with that. And I've had problems with other scents like this. I think it's called the Perfect Autumn. It kind of had the same experience for me, so I don't think I'll pick this one up again, but I'm definitely glad I tried it. Another 3 wick I finished up was Seattle White Caramel Cold Brew. This one here looks really grungy inside, and there's like little wick trimmings. This one here had super huge wicks that were very aggressive, and you can see some soot and some grunginess. So you had to keep these really, really, really trimmed. The scent notes for this are cold brew coffee, vanilla sweet cream, and warm caramel drizzle. So definitely more caramelly than coffee, which I'm okay with. Sometimes my kids complain if it's too bitter for the coffee, but they seem to like this one. I would definitely pick this one up again. That is Seattle White Caramel Cold Brew. And another 3 wick I finished up was Blueberry Maple Pancakes. The scent notes on this are wild blueberries, griddle fresh pancakes, and warm maple syrup. I'm not a big maple syrup fan, so I'm happy to report I didn't get that scent note when I was burning this candle. Yeah, it's mostly blueberries, like an artificial blueberry. Nice and strong. Tiniest bit of bakery. This one didn't give me any problems whatsoever. Burned really well, all the way down. I don't think there's any soot. No problems that I can remember with the burn. This one I was pleased with. I probably would pick this up if I wanted another blueberry scented candle, but I'm trying to be good and get everything down. And for a 1 wick, I finished up pumpkin pecan waffles, or pecan waffles. The scent notes on this are maple syrup, golden waffles, pumpkin spice, and brown sugar. Now, this one I don't really care for. I'm definitely not going to purchase this one again. It's in a lot of vendor wax blends, and I think I'm okay with it in blends. I just don't like it on its own. It's somewhat buttery and some maple and a lot of waffle. And it's not overly sweet, even though it says it has brown sugar and maple syrup. I don't get it overly sweet. And the pumpkin spice to me is negligible. Yeah, I definitely get a strong waffle present, not an overly sweet waffle, and not too much maple and not too much brown sugar. So this one burned a bit lower than most of my 1 wick, so I was happy with that. But it has a lot of grunge on the side. And I don't think I had any issues with this one except for the fact that I didn't really like it that much. That is pumpkin pecan waffles. So I went and bought a whole bunch of 1 wicks just to kind of try out a bunch of different scents. I finished up 2 DW home candles in 3 wick. The first one is sweet pea and pomegranate, very pretty color glass. And this one here, the scent notes are, it's a 12.82 ounce. Sweet pea flowers, tangy pomegranate, and citrus zest. So I definitely get the sweet pea and I definitely get the pomegranate for sure. This is a 3 wick and it did struggle to pull out. And I call this the swimming pool step down. You know how when you get in a swimming pool and there's like the steps and they're always curved? So yes, it did struggle to pull out. These candles do have a reputation of struggling to pull out. I don't think I would repurchase this, but I was happy to give it a try. I just recently finished up a 3 wick of birthday cake. And this one here, the scent notes are fresh baked vanilla cake with frosting and sprinkles. The scent throw on the sweet pea was probably a light to medium, and this one was also, I would say, light to medium. This one did pull out better, although it might not look like it. It's just because some of the wicks extinguished before the others. This one definitely pulled out a lot better. This one burned a lot faster. It was a little bit aggressive in terms of how quick it went down compared to the other one. This one I probably would pick up again if I saw it, but I might try to pick it up in a 2 wick. And this one also, I don't know if you can see, there's like grungy brown stuff all on the inside. You can't really see, but it almost looks like cinnamon sprinkled on the inside, so I'm not really sure what that's about. It looks like rust. Anyway, that is birthday cake. From our own candle company. I finished up a 13-ounce mason jar candle in cranberry orange spice. I picked this up a couple of years ago when I was on a skating competition with my daughter. This one here, I do like this company. It's not outstanding, but I'm actually burning a candle right now that's probably the best performing one I've ever had. It smells strong, but it's burning a little faster. This one here is pretty light on the scent throw. It's basically a cranberry and orange with a little bit of spice. You can get all those things. It just wasn't very, very strong. But I will repurpose this jar because I like the mason jug, and my daughter wants to use this. And sometimes you get a little tiny bit of soot with these ones, so you just have to watch out for that. But these are very slow burners for the most part, but like I said, the one I have burning right now is quick. From Yankee, I finished up a 2-wick, I think it's called a 2-wick tumbler, and this is in caramel pecan pie. So this one here, just like almost all my other 2 wicks, I never had to trim the wicks once. They just kind of stay almost like flirting with puny wicks. I think I might have cotton balled this once or twice just because it was frustrating. And at the very, very beginning, it was a very, very weak scent throw, but it really picked it up, I would say, from here down. That made me happy. I'll just read you kind of the overall scent description. It's a buttery blend of walnuts, pecans, and creamy caramel. But you definitely smell like a pecan pie with like a caramel drizzle. It's very, very good. And like I said, as it got going, it was a good medium. So I was pretty pleased with it as it went. But at first I was like, uh-oh, I think we have a dud. But it really kicked it up a notch. I finished up Tea Lights and Salted Caramel, and these were I think these were half price at this price tag. And these were just okay. A little bit stronger than most of their Tea Lights because this is a strong scent. I finished up 2 Yankee Tarts in Poached Pear Flambe. These were horrible. Almost zero scent throw. Very, very weak and disappointing for those. Not a repurchase. I do have the candle. I do really, really, really love the scent of the candle. I think it's called Cosmic Cleanse, I finished up this hybrid butter mochi ice cream. This is a really nice consistency cream. Very moisturizing. Very nice. Yeah, I like that. I got this on a D-stash, so I was happy to finish that up. Now let's move into retail wax. I have 4 items. The first I got on sale at Walmart. It's $2, and it was Scentsationals Taste of the Tropic, which is a duo pack. It has grilled pineapple and island melon coconut. This one does really well for me in my home, so I'm pleased with that one. I think I have 1 or 2 because I bought like a few of them when they were on sale. Also from Scentsationals in Canada, we have blueberry tart. So this one here, I don't have the scent notes, but yeah, you can get like maybe like a third tart and then 2/3 blueberry. I like this one. It's nice and sweet. I do really like the fragrance, and it did well as far as I remember. I finished that early in the month, I think. From Ashland, I finished up a clamshell in French gardenia. This was very, very strong. Not very long lasting, but very strong. Very floral, very heady floral, kind of kick in your pants kind of floral. That one I would not repurchase again, but I'm okay with florals. I don't mind them. I'm happy with the experience I had. I don't need to have any more. And from Glade, I finished up Cashmere Woods. Now, I don't know what it is with these Glades. They're not as strong as I'm expecting them to be. This was a really, really nice scent. Yeah, it reminded me a little bit of Scentsy's Vanilla Oud. I like Scentsy's Vanilla Oud better, but this was really nice. I just wish it was stronger. It just wasn't strong enough. And so I decided to cut a cube in half, just to add a half cube extra. And when I cut the cube in half, it was almost like the consistency of fudge. Very crumbly and kind of strange. But anyway, that is Glade. So we're going to go into vendor wax. I have Canadian and I have American, so I'll do the American first. From Barretts, I have Vanilla Chai. This was purchased back in August of 2018. This was nice. It was a nice, yeah, it smells like a skunky clamshell, but it didn't translate to the wax. This scent notes on this are strong black tea, exotic chai spices, honey, and vanilla bourbon. Very nice. I remember thinking that Ramona would probably like this if she gave this a try, because I think she likes tea scents. And you could definitely get a little bit of spices and the vanilla bourbon. It was really nice. I probably would repurchase that. From Destination Wax, I think all these were from my friend Shannon. I have honey patchouli. This was a sample. Honeycomb and patchouli with light notes of sweet candied fruit and lemon peel. This one I didn't really love because I'm not a huge honey fan. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. Definitely happy to give that a try. It definitely performed well on my 15-watt hot plate. Also from Destination Wax, Port Royal. The scent notes on this are smoky red birch, sweet tobacco, grapefruit, lemon, cinnamon, and rum. This one I didn't really like, so I put it in my kids' bathroom. I cut it in half and put it in their bathroom. And it was a light scent throw, but they're not very hot warmers, so that could be why. Just mini warmers, 2 mini warmers in a bathroom. And this one I really, really liked, Black Chamomile. This one here is chamomile, tonka bean, wild lily, bergamot. It's a Bath and Body Works type. So I had this in my daughter's room, and then I kind of was kicking myself. I thought, I wish I put this in my room. Yeah, I can't really smell it in here now, but it was just a nice soft, it was about a medium scent throw. Really nice and fairly long lasting. I was impressed with that one. Liked it. Okay, so from Katie's Kreations, I think I'm down to 3 things left for her. So I have a pack of Pumpkin House Cafe. Really, really like this. It's a nice, good coffee scent with a little bit of pumpkin spice. I really like this one. Would repurchase that. I have 2 Jammin' Cornbreads. This one here I don't have the scent notes, but it's basically like almost like a raspberry jam with cornbread. Didn't really like this one. I'm kind of happy that they're both gone. So I would pass on repurchasing that one again. From L3 Waxy Wonders, I finished up my very first scoopable, but this one was gifted to me by Canada Kim because she doesn't really like scoopables. This is in Saturday Morning Cartoons. It's from January 10th, 2018. So nice and old. It's a combination of all your favorite cereals and milk, and it was this hot pink color. And this one here, I finished this one up first because it was my least favorite. I often do that. I don't know if anybody else does that. But yeah, you can almost smell sugar milk, and I'm not crazy about that. But this one definitely had a good strength and throw. I didn't find it lasted an overly long time, but I was impressed with its performance in terms of strength for what it is. So thank you. Thank you, Kim. Now this one is probably one of my favorites of the month. This one is also from L3 Waxy Wonders. It's called Pull Apart Bread and Feed Me Seymour. So the scent notes are pizzelle, pumpkin pecan waffles, tea cakes, and marshmallow fluff, as well as green apple caramel. This was very, very nice, warm, inviting, creamy caramel apple scent. I love this one. And this was, I think it's called her Matrix Melts. And this was really, really nice from April 2018. I would repurchase that. From Rainbow Melts, I finished up a sample in Snuggle Baby. And this one here is Snuggle Type and Bedtime Bath and Baby Powder. And I feel like this one was definitely not as strong as I was expecting it to be. And I felt like once I warmed it, it was mostly bedtime bath. I think this was gifted to me from Teresa T42, so thank you. And this one here, it just surprised me. Like I said, I think I was expecting it to be stronger, and it wasn't. But I definitely enjoyed the scent, so not a repurchase, but definitely happy to try. From Danielle, I had a mystery melt, and this was from Silkey's, and I asked her what it was, and she goes, I don't know. But when I put it in the warmer, it was like a little flower, and I said, it reminded me of like a honey chamomile lavender blend with a little bit powdery. It was enjoyable. Yeah, I can still definitely smell. It smells like a honey lavender, more honey and chamomile than lavender, but that was my best guess. From the Bathing Garden, I have a sample in Looking Glass. I'm not sure who gifted this to me. Might have been Danielle. I'm not sure who's writing that. It says cassis, peaches, sugar, and musk. I didn't get any scent throw from this. Unfortunately not. The only other Bathing Garden I did warm was a fall scent, and I definitely had no problem smelling that. So, from VCS, I have 3 items. The first one is Miss Firecracker Contest. And this one here is Sugared Blueberry Scones. This one here didn't do the greatest for me. I had a couple blueberry scents from her that just didn't do the greatest, so that is one of them. I would not repurchase that. And this one is Vivian May, which is Fresh Blueberry Macaroons. Or macarons. This one also did not do very well in terms of strength and throw. Usually with VCS I don't have a problem, but so far the 2 blueberry bakery scents that I've had were both very, very light. So not a repurchase on either of those. Now this one would be a repurchase. I really liked this one. It was Cookie Baking at Mom's. So the scent notes are vanilla frosted gingerbread, cinnamon buns and sugar cookies. This was really, really nice. It was a big poinsettia. It was really nice, and it did very, very well. A good solid medium or medium plus. Oh, like that one a lot. Cookie baking at Mom's. Loved it. So the next little group we have are from Canada. I finished up 4 of these last fall sampler. I had this thing, it's fall, y'all, sampler, and they all came in this bag and with a twist tie. But the problem with this particular sample was the oils really started leaking out, and I'm not sure, these bags were a little bit different than some of these other bags, so they all started kind of smelling the same. Now I had a Lush sampler that also came at the same time that it didn't have that issue, but anyway, let's go through. I finished up Hocus Pocus was smoky, vanilla, and blackberries. Could definitely get the blackberries in that, and that one, it was okay, not a repurchase. Halloween Town, pumpkin, pecan, waffle type, marshmallow, and cider. This one, it was a little bit too pumpkin, pecan, waffly for me, and I feel like that kind of scented all the batch. Halloween treat bag, caramel, apples, marshmallow, and candy corn. I feel like the candy corn scent fragrance oil kind of doesn't have like a very strong smell, so sometimes when you add that to things, it kind of dampens the other notes and decreases their intensity. So that would not be a repurchase. And Practical Magic, which was marshmallow fireside, pumpkin spice latte, and caramel apple. I mostly got caramel apple. And last from Make Sense, this is cranberry chutney. And this is tart cranberries, cinnamon, ginger, and other spices. It's a Yankee candle dupe. I'm not really sure what happened. This was from September 2018. These smelled, I put some of them in my open concept and they were just, it wasn't too bad, but when I put some of this in my kid's bathroom, it smelled like stinky socks, wet, stinky, musty, disgusting socks. And I was like, what died in our bathroom? Like, it smelled really, really gross. And it was this, because my daughter had turned this off and she's never turned off anything before. I'm like, why did you turn it off? She goes, it smelled really gross. And I'm like, no. So anyway, when it was down in my open concept, it didn't smell like that. And I think what it is their bathroom was so small that maybe I just didn't pick up on it. I don't know, but this would not be a repurchase for me. And I swear it didn't smell like that on cold. But anyway, I don't really know what happened. All right, 4 items from Talulah and Poe. I finished up Strawberry Fields, Strawberry Milkshake, Lemon Pound Cake, and Sugar Milk. This one here is another example of one that I finished up first because I don't really like it. So I didn't really like the sugar milk note in this, and these were little hearts, and I finished them up in my kids' rooms and my kids' bathroom. That's what I do if I don't like something. From her tea sampler, I finished up It's Always Tea Time, which I really, really liked. This reminded me of like an iced tea, very straightforward, did well. It wouldn't be a repurchase, but I was definitely pleased with it. And this one I did not like as much in terms of scent appeal. This was called Tea for Two, and this is called Iced Rooibos tea. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, and creamy vanilla. I didn't get very much vanilla, just the tea. Let me smell this. Yeah, it was definitely, I could definitely smell it, no problem. No problem with strength and throw, but just, I didn't like this one as much, so. And last but not least, we have blueberry waffles. You can see a little bit of a blueberry trend here. Sweet blueberries and fresh crispy waffles. These were really cute waffle hearts. They were white with blue speckles all through them. These were really nice. And this did way better than VCS did. And this is from August 2018. Probably about a medium. I like this one. I have another one that I will finish up in the near future. So anyway, thanks for spending the last few minutes with me. I hope you guys have a great day in your neck of the woods. Take care, and I will see you in the next video.